Hello and welcome to I am Ollie Juno and this is my crafty corner. Doing things a little different today. Normally I have a face cam on. Um, my camera was giving me fits, so I don't have the face cam right now. But I did want to do my stitch with me before I got too much later. So I'll work on those technical difficulties later. We're going to go ahead and start stitching. I did pull my two dragons out. I did take the advice of some of my viewers, one of my viewers. I was stating I was having issues with this one, not not having enough room to put on a Q-snap. I ended up attaching extra fabric to the top of it so that I can attach it easy without having to fight the top threads. I am using a hoop instead of a Q-snap because all my big Q-snaps are in use at the moment, but it wouldn't have fit in this size Q-snap without that added, so it's still a good idea. Alright, get my glasses on, and we are going to start stitching. Alright, so this pattern is on 22 count heart hanger. Let me give you the other information. This is my stitch with me number 26, I believe, and where's all my needles? Oh well, we'll grab them off this other project sitting over here. Yeah, this is Monday the 20. This is Monday the 6th. I am late on getting this stitch with me out for everybody this week. I did not get it out over the weekend. Saturday, I just didn't plan on it, and Sunday we ended up going to, well, I spent most of the day in Discord chatting with the Stitchy Witch, and then after we got done doing that, we went, ended up going to a friend's birthday party, and, well, we went to a restaurant, and ate all I can eat sushi. That was interesting. I just found out I like sushi a couple of months ago, so that was really interesting. Being able to go and try a lot of different types of sushi. We will definitely be going to this place again and taking the kids with us. Because they have a lot of different stuff. It's not all just sushi. But it was a very interesting evening. But by the time I made it home, it was time to get ready and crash for the night. So I didn't have time to do my stitch with me last night. So I figured I would try to get it done today. I'm hoping my camera doesn't mess up like it did last time. I'm trying to see if maybe I was running too many cameras or too many similar type cameras, and that was why it was doing it. Not sure. I have not got a whole lot of stitching done this week. When watching my stitch with me, I already made the comment that work has been crazy busy last week. And then over the weekend, I didn't get a whole lot stitched. Saturday I just worked on my winter project and went and visited my mom. She lives about an hour or so away. So we went and visited her, helped her move some stuff down into her basement, and she gave me a bunch of stuff. I will show most of that on my floss tube on Wednesday. Okay. I got a bunch of hoops and stuff like that. She found an old tub of stitchy needlepoint stuff. It has, I guarantee you she had like 30 hoops. She gave me like half of them. They're like all different sizes. Some really like the large 12-inch ones, I think they are. I don't know. They're pretty big. And then she had a lot of hold on. Thank you. She had a lot of the patterns, cross stitch patterns that have the pre-print on there. Like, I don't know. I always reference them as the Walmart ones. They've got the blueprint X's all over them. Those are what we used to stitch on all the time. She has like over half a tote full of them, or like a ton of them. And then let's see. We got home from that around 5, I think it was. Excuse me. Sorry. And Saturday, then when we got home from that, I ended up on a Zoom meeting with family. It was would have been my grandpa's 67th wedding anniversary this year. But we lost grandma in February. So he was having a little bit of a rough day. So my Aunt Janice had everybody get on the Zoom meeting to celebrate what would have been a great day. So we turned it into a great day anyway. Alrighty. Yeah. My grandpa is 88 years old, and they would have celebrated 67 years together. So, oops, sorry. So we were getting all together and everybody's celebrating, you know, their relationships and life and everything like that. As soon as we got done with the meeting, I turned around and sewed this together. And then on Sunday, I joined a morning Discord group. I think it was afternoon actually by the time we got going. It's almost noon. And I proceeded to put this together and work on it. I really want to see some progress on this dragon. It's It's technically my oldest whip, but it's been restarted. I've owned the pattern the longest. I started it before all the others, but I didn't like the fabric that I started it on. I started it on 14 count, and I really wasn't liking it on 14 count. And I started it before I started parking, so it was a lot of cross-country stitches in it. Like, I was all over the page. I had some on the left side of it, and then I moved over and did the stuff on the right side of it, and I just wasn't that happy with it. So I completely restarted it, and I started it on this 22 count Hardanger. I've enjoyed it ever since. I sometimes wish I would have grabbed the fabric that had more colors, because I can see where the more colors in this pattern would be really cool. Did I not mark that? I did not. I need to mark that as a finished thread, or as a parked thread by the minute. So 1, 2, 3. Yep. There we go. Gotta mark my work. Mark. Thank you. Nope. There we go. Better. No. When you mark the wrong one. There we go. Now I marked the right one. Alright, now we got that one. Pull that back down. Let's see. I know I had talked about trying to do a live this weekend, or last weekend. I just didn't get it. So I'm going to try to make sure I get one this weekend. Not sure quite what we're doing holiday-wise, on how my holiday schedule is going to go. I will do, like, towards the last week of New Year, this year, I will do a whip parade, and I will show all my finishes that I did this year. Hopefully by then I'll have I should have all my stuff FFO'd. It'll probably be the week before Christmas. Probably, so 2 weeks from now? Yeah. So in about 2 weeks I'll do my full whip parade and show all my finishes. Since y'all see most of my whips daily, or weekly, you already know I don't have that many right now. So, but we will. This is my first year full year stitching. I started stitching mid-January last year. I might even see if I can find the pictures and show pictures of my finishes from last year. I still think I have some of them on hand. I'm not sure. I know I gifted 4 of the patterns I've completed last year. 5, 6. I gifted 6 total that I made last year. Right? maybe all of them. I don't remember. I know I gave one of my kids, my middle daughter has one. I gifted one to my oldest daughter, or oldest kid. And then I've got one for my grandma, one to my mom, and two to my grandpa. So I have a seventh one floating around that because I'm pretty sure I did 7 last year before the new year. I'll have to look at my notes. I was really good about writing down everything. Yes, there was. No, I finished that this year, not last year. I don't know. I'll have to go through my notes. I'm not sure. I'm throwing a shadow across the work, ain't I? I'm gonna have to figure out what to do with my nails. They're about grown out. And they're looking pretty cruddy right now. But I don't want to rip them off until I absolutely have to. I just don't have it to go and get them redone. Hi, Simon. I got a Simon on my shoulders. Ow, ow. Hi. Ow, 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 ow. Where are you going? Get off my work. There we go. He's being a weirdo. He's like, I wasn't paying attention to him, so he come to bug me. Go on, Simon. Alright, I'm gonna move this down just a little. There we go. This is my one I'm working on. Yep. Alrighty. I'm not sure how long this stitch with me is going to be. I will say, I know I had stated I was having issues with the diagonal on this one to start with when I first got started on it, but I have not been having any issues with it recently. Everything has been lining up as it's supposed to, looking the way it's supposed to, so I think I'm definitely going to keep doing the diagonal on this one. I'm definitely going to keep doing the full diagonal on the kitten and the rose. I am keeping so far I'm keeping the diagonal on Harmony. I am not currently doing the diagonal on my Dreaming of Being Human. I have been doing that one, the 10 by 10 square diagonal, but I think as it gets a little bigger, I'll move over and have here, I need to tilt this just a little. Move this just a little. Sorry for the camera moving. I'm just trying to do the best angle here so I can stitch comfortably as well and not get in the way. Alright, but I'm thinking, as of right now, I've been doing the human as a square by square diagonal, but I think I'm going to go ahead and move it back to a normal diagonal and see how that goes. I don't know. We will see. With my human, Dreaming of Being Human, I nickname my patterns. I don't know. For me, it's like this one I reference Like if I'm making a note about it, I call it just a dragon. It's the dragon. And my kitten is the cat. My kitten is the kitten. Harmony, I do reference as Harmony. My Winter Tranquility, I reference as Winter. I basically just take part of the name and turn it into whatever I want to call it. Like, my grandpa's deal was called Birdhouse. I just called it the house. I don't know, I just like give them their own names and then forget that I need to reference the whole name when I'm trying to discuss them. But my dreaming of being human is like very confetti heavy. It's my first one with that big of confetti. It's like I remember stitching on it for most of the day, and I think like I only got like 200 stitches on it. But I mean, like I said, it is really confetti heavy. So it's new, that's pretty new for me. These are confetti, but they're not really confetti heavy. Did I miss a stitch? No. Hold on. I'm looking at something. Okay. Alright. I was just trying to make sure where I'm at, where I was. Making sure I'm stitching right. But yeah, this has confetti, and it has, decent amount of confetti in the stitches, but the Heaven and Earth, of course, it's the Dreaming of Being Human one, it's like in one 10 by 10 square, I had, hold on, yes, I had like 60 different, single threaded, things. It's like one stitch here, 1 2 stitch, 1 stitch, 1 2 stitch, that type thing. It was like, wow. Having like it's like a good 40 to 50 different threads in one square was pretty overwhelming at first. And then they're kind of like with the Heaven and Earth, I'm stuck on calling everything Heaven and Earth. Oh, wait. All right. So with the Kitten in the Rose Hade that I have, there's not really a ton of, it's like the similar color all the way down. Where with the human one, it's like you got 1 2 here, and then none here, none there, but you got some here, and you got 1 or 2 over here, but then you got a little more down here. So it was like, to me, it's not enough to do the 10 by 10, multi-threads of the same color. It's like, it just needs to, that's why I'm thinking of going back to the diagonal with it, is because it needs just to be fed down this way instead of multiple strands of the same color. then I'm going to end up with a ton of loose partial threads. And plus, I always hate having multiple colors of the same thread right near each other. I don't know why. Right, move that over there. Alrighty. Let's see if we can get this square done tonight. Within a decent amount of time. I have found a new way to 90% of the time thread my needle. I believe one of the ladies in Discord posted the video, and since I watched that video, it has been awesome. I love the way she threads her needles. She was saying that she had people asking her how she threads her needle so fast. So she showed. So I will show what she did. I will have her channel posted below. She shows a little, where is, yeah. Did I write her name down? I wrote her name down somewhere. I probably forgot where I wrote it down at. I will put her YouTube channel below. It's like Joyce Vaughn something. I'm totally not remembering the full name. But I will put her description in her channel in the description, because it's just a little short video that she has. It just shows you how she threads her needle, and that's all. And it's awesome. She, really good at it. It's a really cool, I don't know, I always struggle with threading my needle, so I haven't really had that issue since I've started using her method. Alright, so go here. Alright, so let's see if I can do this. The way she said to do it, it's like you grab your thread, fold it where you have a little loop, you put your needle in there, pull it taut where it's nice and tight, and then just push your thread on through. And of course, it's not going to go through quite right, but yeah, there we go. And it's threaded. You just, I don't know, it makes it so much easier, where before I was struggling with it, having to wet the tips of the thread, the tips fraying on me. It was just agitating. But since I've been following that method, I do thread a lot faster, and I don't have to worry about, putting the thread up near my mouth or making sure I had something on my fingers to help keep it. Okay, let me see. I'm looking. Okay, we're just gonna go ahead and pop over here. Yeah, I didn't have to, keep worrying about the ends being a little frayed, so you have a hard time fighting with it to get it on the needle. Now, there are a few, times where I still struggle to get it on the needle, but not like it was. 90% of the time I get it threaded with no issue now. And I can, even when I'm out and about and like stitching on stuff when I'm at doctor's offices or something like that, I no longer have to worry about, am I going to get this threaded without having to lick the needle, lick the thread. Yeah. There. Let me know if y'all don't like this camera angle or it doesn't work for you guys. Feels a little odd not having the camera. I know I don't always watch the camera, but now that I don't have the camera there at all, I keep looking up thinking something's wrong because it's not there. So, there will not be very many Stitch With Me's without a camera unless y'all prefer not to have the camera. So, I mean, if you prefer just to have the full screen of stitching, you're not going to upset me if you would prefer it that way. I like doing the camera, so, you know, facial expressions when I talk, I don't know. I always prefer seeing a person's face. Even though 90% of the time you see my head, because I'm laying down. Oh, we let's see. I'll find out sometime this week if the position I applied for I actually get. No ideas. I did an interview on it the other day. I felt like the interview went alright. But I do know that, you know, quite a few people are interviewing for this position. It's kind of a step up position from where I'm currently at. Going into more of a leadership type role. So I'd really love to get it, but I also know that there are other people who applied for it who, you know, have a little bit more experience than me. So, you know, I'm not going to be upset if I get it. If I don't get it, just means that when I see it come up again, I'll apply again. Always apply and try. You won't never succeed unless you try. No matter how nervous or anxious it makes you. There we go. Alrighty, let me mark off what I stitched. And park. There we go. I really love the parking method. That is for sure. Why do I have two of those parked? What? So that is that one. I have that one parked down here. Okay, so sorry, I am just going through. We're just going to end this thread. I'm hoping by Wednesday when I do my floss tube, I have a new design for my thread drops. Me and my husband were kind of brainstorming on one today, and I think I come up with a really unique design. I kind of want to see what everybody thinks about it. So hopefully we'll get that printed tomorrow is the goal. Definitely printed, as long as everything is right, we'll have it printed by Wednesday before I do my stream or my video. So I want to see what everybody's thoughts are on the new thread drop that I'm working on. I know I've shown my other two before. I have the square one, and then I have a round one. The square ones, I don't, they're not the greatest because they're alright. I'm using them right now. I don't know if I've shown these yet or not, but I am using the thread drops that I 3D printed for my stuff. But what I want to do is redesign these and take off the edges here. I don't mind the edge down here and here, but I want to round out the ends so they don't catch on everything quite so much, because they do a little bit. But other than that, I like the space right here is large enough that you can write on it easy. Some of these are rejects, but they work for what I'm using them for. They were our starter cases, starter ones, just us learning what we were doing with them. But I decided, I could still use them. Alright, so yeah, and I think my next ones are going to be a light blue color instead of the gray, because I prefer the blue, and I'm going to move my kitten and the rose pattern threads over to the new thread keepers that I'm creating. And when I start kitting up all my new patterns, they're gonna go on my new thread keepers. I'll probably switch up which design I use. I'll probably use some of my round ones. I'll use some of the new ones I created, like the new design we just came up with, and then go from there. So I'm looking forward to showing those off on Wednesday. Let's see. What else can I talk about today? Yeah, I really don't know what else to talk about. Kind of at a dead end here. Talked about what I did this evening. I didn't really have a very adventurous week. Just crazy work week that I was glad was over. Today at work wasn't too bad. Little hectic, but nowhere near like last week, which I was so glad about. I could not have tolerated a start out of the same thing we had last week. Well, I could have. I just wouldn't have been happy about it. Alrighty, I'm almost done with this color. It's almost time to park it. Right there. Love when everything is in the right count, so everything is right and I don't have to manipulate it. Because a lot of times with these full coverage patterns, if I can get away with manipulating it, and I miss a stitch somewhere, it does not get frogged. Alright, oh yeah, I was ending this. That's what I was doing. Alright, so the way I end mine, I do a loop finish on almost all my projects. So I come up in the bottom right hand corner, go down in the top left, then I normally come up the right or the left bottom, and then I'll go back down until I have a hoop, go up the right top and go through the hoop, pull it. I don't pull it taut, but I pull it tight, you know, I pull it. Then I go back down the third loop, and then I make sure to pull my knot to the back. Then I come over to the edge a little bit and do a half a pin stitch. Actually, on the 22 count, I tend to do a dual, like I go twice. Because it seems like when it's the even weave, I don't normally do it twice. I normally just go down once and that's it. But with this count, I tend to do it twice because I always feel like it's not, it's too loose. So I'm afraid it'll pull back out before I get it stitched over. So I go up and down twice. Give me just a second. I am putting my extra thread back on my bobbin, or my thread drop. This is definitely not a bobbin. Come on. My fingers just do not want to work. Alright. I had it at an odd angle. There we go. Now we have the thread. And it is on the drop. Mark what I've done. And there is no parking because it was ended. Alright, now we got this one. Alright, we are about done with all the parked threads in here. And then I have a few of unparked threads, or not new thread starts. So I always do my parked threads before I do any new threads. And then I always tend to like grab my lowest thread to stitch and then work up. Okay. Alrighty. So we've got this here. Actually gotta move that there. So I have here. Because there's, there we go. And then one more here. Alrighty. Now, fill in these. I will do like the half square, like I'll go through and put a couple half squares when I know I'm coming back the direction I'm just left from. Otherwise, I do the full X. I almost always tend to do the full X. I just feel like it lays better. Like I feel like when I don't do the full X, like if I do a line of just half crosses and then come back and fill them up, I always feel like the X's are off. I don't feel like they're very neat or in place. So yeah. Alrighty. And that is the last one of this color in this square. And that goes here. Mark. And park. Park. Yeah, thank you. Alright, this go here. Oh, come on. When it's a little smaller, I have a little harder time grabbing onto it sometimes. But so mark that. That is actually the only stitch of that around on that thread. This one comes down here to this one. It comes up there. Yep. Is that right? Yep, that's right. There's not much left of that thread, but I can still get a couple more stitches out of it, so it's gonna park there. Alright, so that is all the parked threads in that square. So what I'm going to do at the moment is, so I quit pulling them, is I'm going to do this. I'm attaching these to my dill so that I don't accidentally pull those threads. Alrighty. And let's see. Which one am I going to grab? We're going to grab this one. Alright, where is it at? Okay, 932. I don't have any floating around, so we'll pull a brand new thread up. The geeses are yelling outside. And my cat is up at the window staring out, trying to get a sight of the geese. Alrighty, gimme, thank you. Pull that taut. Alrighty, so I'm actually going to start this one in a little different spot because there's only one over here. It's like a ninja stitch if I don't do it here. So we're gonna do it over. Already go ahead and stitch this. Alright, so I am going to do this doing a loop start, as there's not going to be any close by stitches for it. Is going to be right here by this one. Gonna pull it through where the tip is really showing. It's a little harder to do the loop starts with this one because I always tend to pull the threads out. Instead of letting it tighten. Okay, so I get this part pretty good. It's when I go underneath here, sometimes I pull it all the way through. So let me cautiously do this. There we go. There we go. It didn't do it. Yay! Actually did what it was supposed to do. Then pull that down Alright, and now I'm just going to take this down here. Right hole, thank you. And we're gonna go here. And here. And here. Whoop, whoop, there we go. Alrighty. Go back down. Did I go the right hole? Yeah, I did the right hole. Back up. There we go. Alrighty. There we go. And go down one. Alright, now time to mark this color. Alright, and this color is going to go way over here. Right there. Alrighty. Mark those off. Alright, so that is my next color. Alright, so we need it here. 762 is my next color. I actually have one of those with a thread already in the extra thread slot of mine. So pull that. Give me the ends. There we go. Yeah, once I finish this square, I am going to go ahead and call it yeah, I'll have hit a little over an hour by that point in time. So this one, we're just going to go here. I'm not doing the loop start because I have the threads close enough that I can stitch over them and be fine. So go here. Don't pull real taut when I stitch. Which might be, you know, that's what helps me not get grid lines, is the tighter your tension, from what I've read and, you know, noticed, that if you have real tight thread and tension, you tend to get the grid lines in your work. So, at least that's what I've been told. There. Alrighty, that one is done. Mark. Mark. Number 2. Close that. Come here. Pulling it up. Go. Alrighty, come on. Come on. You gonna give me? There we go. It finally gave me. Haha. Alright. This is along the same lines. I'm gonna go here. Nope. Let's see. It's here. We're gonna go here. I'm gonna go up in the top one. Go down in the bottom right. Not too taut. There we go. There we go. Alrighty. Alright, and this is going to park right here. Everything's parking at the top of this next row. Oh, no, I don't want to mark that one as done. I want to park it. There we go. Alright. So this one, alright, next set of colors. Do 3363. Come on, give me the thread. There we go. Alrighty. See, like what I'm doing right now with these last few threads is a lot of what I was doing with my Dreaming of Being Human, but it was like there was less of the other stitches. I don't know what I just did there. This is definitely not right. Hold on. Alright, I'll try that again. In the hole. Thank you. But it's like this is only, you know, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different colors, where the other thing, like my other design, was, like I said, 30 to 40 single colors in the thing. Alright, so this is going to be a loop stitch because I only have one in this area and nothing to help cover over, which I know I'm stitching over them as I go, but I prefer, if I can't stitch over them on their own colors, to do the loop start. It just makes me feel like they're more solid. There we go. And go up and in. Up and in. Right spot. Thank you. Up and in. Alrighty. Got that. And then we're here. And then this is going to go down a little bit into the next row. I'll probably keep stitching on this tonight. I've been enjoying stitching on my winter as well, but see, I'm not going to touch the blue. I have the blue down here. I'm looking at my colors, sorry. Okay, so I've got it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So there, pull that down there. Okay, so I am not starting one of these because I have it down here, so there's no sense in it. This one, don't do that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to start that one. I don't think I have that color anywhere. Okay. Do that color. There it is. I've got it saved over here on the side. So give me. There we go. Alrighty. I didn't think this was going to turn out to be a very long one, but it was about my normal. It's actually a little longer than my normal. I normally stop it before I hit an hour. But I want to get this square finished today. So yeah, this is going to be another one that is a loop start because there are no other stitches nearby for it. There's so many different ways to do a loop start. You can kind of do, like, since this is, 22 count, I could easily do a pin stitch instead. But, I don't know. I prefer the loop start. If I can't do the waist start, I think is what it's called. Alright. Pull that down. Come on. Out of the hole. It's like, no! You can't make me. Haha, I did. Alright, and then that one will go. I gotta lift this up out of the way so I can see under here. Because that one is going to go here. No. This is not the right spot. Alright, let's see. Here. No, that's one too many. Either I misplaced those. Okay, so here. Yeah, that's right. Alright. Like I said, had to make sure I was in the right spot. Mark it. It's done. Which one is this? This is number 3. I have a number 3 floating around anywhere. Just want to make sure before I start a new color. I don't see any. Alright. So, there's the number 3. Alrighty. Now we're going to flatten that down. Make sure you put the hoop in behind where you're trying to stick your thread through, and just not going to go through the needle. Don't know why. Why won't it go through just the needle itself? I'm getting tired. I'm being silly. Oh, come on. It's fighting me. Yeah, I've noticed this 2 and 3 number thread likes to mess with me. Alrighty. I am going to do another loop start because I don't have anything that's going to be covering over this one at all. There we go. Back down the hole. Oh, I said back down the hole. Thank you. And back up the hole. Alright, does anybody have any major plans for Christmas this year? Are they going to go visit family on the holiday or a couple days after the holiday? Are you working on the holiday? What's everybody's Christmas plans? Right now, mine are kind of up in the air. I'm wanting to go visit my grandpa on Christmas Eve. Because as of right now, the actual Christmas days are a little rough on him. Or the actual holiday is a bit rough on him because of, you know, this is his first year without grandma. So, but my daughter, they have her working 10 to 6 on Christmas Eve. The biggest problem is she's 16 and she put her availability for working as Monday through Fridays. She was only available between 5 a.m. and 9 p.m. And with the schedule they currently have her, that's out of the availability that she had put as being available. So, truthfully, she can work the shift because she's not going to be in school that day. But it's mainly the matter of she's not supposed to work on those days because they weren't that hour because she didn't put it as her availability. So she's supposed to be talking to her manager about that to see if she can get that day where she doesn't go in so we can go visit grandpa because I've asked for that day off myself. Alright. Oh, I got something in my eye. Alright, so we are going to go ahead and do this one. Move these over here because I'm working this up to work back down. Alright. So I'm doing a little into this one so that I can, because I don't see the sense in starting a new thread for these. Okay. Plus I would be starting down here anyway for the new thread. I'm going to go ahead and X that one out. And then go ahead and go up here because that's where the next color is. And these 3 colors will be done, and that will have a completed square. It's a pretty heavy confetti box. This next one's more heavy, more confetti heavy though, but alright, now go back down over here and go cover the X's that I turn them into X's. Alrighty, one more. Then we're going to park. One, two, three. There we go. Those are done. That square is done. Alrighty. And I got in 104 stitches. Straighten these out. Alrighty. Where's my deal? I need to close these back up because these always get in my way. There we go. Like I said, I will be continuing on this stitch with me. I'm just gonna go and make sure everybody is situated and settled for the night. So I'm just saying good night, goodbye. I hope you had a great time watching me stitch. I will try to situate the cameras better. As you can see, my main one was just blurry and I just couldn't get it to fix tonight. So I didn't want y'all to keep having a blurry camera for some reason. So I'm gonna say again, good night, have a great week, and I will see y'all next time. Bye everybody.